Hello, everyone, and peace of Christ, all of you. Please invite your friends and let us have some good time together. Why you always make fun of muta when some of us are okay with it? Explain to us, what do you mean we are okay with it? What does that mean? How far your okay is? You want to call? Just give us a call. So, maybe that will encourage some Muslims to call after they hear your voice. Because usually this is what make Muslims call. Last time you call me, right away, tons of Muslims start calling. Because they want to show you that there is men in, so you can add them and talk to them. I know what the point. Suddenly, every Muslim is calling after she called. Before that, no Muslim is calling. The second they hear a Muslim female is calling, all the Muhammadan, they call. That is the fact. Hello?
Hello.
Yes, Eliza, what's up?
Why are you complaining about muta when we're allowed to do it?
Okay. Why you are allowed to do it?
Because it says it in the Quran.
Why it says that in the Quran? I mean, what the point is of this muta?
I don't see why there's a problem with it.
So if you have a daughter and she said she found a guy in the elevator and she did have sex with him and he gave her $10 in return, that is okay for you?
But what difference does it make to you?
To me, I don't do it. I'm asking because I believe this is very stupid and very wrong. This is prostitution, isn't it?
No, because they're married.
What married? He just paid her money for sleeping with her for temporary time.
For a few days.
It can be 10 minutes. Who said 3 days? What difference is going to be if it's 3 days or 3 hours?
But why does it make a difference to you?
Because obviously it's prostitution. Does she get paid for sleeping with the guy?
Yeah, but it doesn't make a difference to you.
It's not about me. I'm asking you. Is it okay in prostitution in Islam? Is it okay?
Well, it's not really.
What is the prostitution? Prostitution is a woman. She get paid for sex, correct?
But they both agree to do it.
Yeah, but the prostitution too, they agree to do it. Right? When a man, he see a woman and she is a hooker, he asks her how much, she asks him for how long. They agree, they go to bed. So you are saying to me that your prophet, he allowed prostitution.
Well, they made it that word.
They made it what?
They called it prostitution later on.
I don't understand. What?
We're allowed to do it. That's all I know.
Okay, but I'm talking to you. Don't you want to use your brain? Isn't it this is what prostitution is? A man, he pay a woman for sex. In return, she get money. And this is for pre-set time. They agree.
But we're both happy, so why not?
Oh, so as long you are happy and he is happy, it's okay. And what if the guy he made you, or he caused you to have a baby from him during those few hours of sex? Is that okay for you too?
There's something called abortion.
Oh, so in Islam it's okay to do abortion now?
Since when was it haram?
It is haram. So now you slept with this guy in the elevator, he gave you $10, and now you will have his son. Why you do that yourself?
I don't know.
You don't know.
But we're allowed to do it. That's all I know.
Yeah. Do you really do it always?
We already talked about this.
Oh, I forgot. So you did it or not?
It's not really murder because there's no baby.
No, I'm saying, did you get paid for, did the Muslim come to you and he offer you money to sleep with him to do mut'ah and you agreed? Did you practice that?
No comment.
Why you don't want to say? Is it a shameful thing?
Not really.
So why you don't say? Either you say yes or you say no.
Yes,
So you did it?
of course.
How much he paid you?
And don't worry.
I'm not worried. He's the one who paid. I'm just asking how much money. I'm trying to find out how much money you make.
I don't know.
You forgot how much he paid you?
I'm just calling because you said that the others are too scared to call you.
So you are the only Muslim who was brave to call, and you are a female. Isn't it? This is very funny.
But they're going to call you afterwards.
Ah, they will call you because now you called. You are trying to encourage them. Why you did not call me from the beginning then? We are here for
Because
3
I'm not
hours.
scholars like them.
What do you mean you are the scholar? You are a scholar. Here we go. You practice muta. You have experience in muta. You practice all kinds of things, breastfeeding for adult. So you are you are really very devoted, a believer who practice Islam very well.
But it's my religion.
It's your religion. Where are you from originally?
London.
Okay, you live in London now, but originally you are from where?
Don't worry.
I know this country. It's don't worry. Yeah, don't worry. Be happy. I saw it in the cartoon. It's a country. It's a very nice country. Yeah, I like this country. So in the country which is called Don't Worry, you learn that muta is okay. But isn't in London? Is it okay to work to do muta without license?
Yeah.
You can do that with no license.
It's allowed over here.
Yeah. There's a guy, his name is Mimi Hijab, I don't know if you know him, and he get upset from Muslim women who give their breast for adult.
Why?
I don't know, he was upset from a sheikh. He says to him, can I suck your tits? And he said to the wife, did you ever speak to him as long as you live in London?
I know who he is.
Did you meet him?
Not really.
Okay. Well, is it okay if you see him next time in London, you ask him what is the problem and you record it, why you are against breastfeeding for adult if the Prophet, he allow it?
I can ask him if he wants to do it with me.
He do it with you what? Oh, you mean breastfeeding for adult with him?
Yeah.
Okay. Look like you are open for all customers. Okay, but this is not what I'm asking you for now. I'm asking you because this guy, he go around and he don't want to believe his prophet is doing that. And he was making fun of a sheikh saying, can I, okay, I'm reading his quote here. He post that in Twitter. He says, okay, can I suck your wife tit to make her haram? So this guy, he's against this supposedly, and he don't want to believe in his prophet teaching. So how can you believe in it? He don't believe in it.
Because he's looking at the hadith.
He's not what?
He's looking at the hadith.
Yeah, the hadith says it's okay to do it.
No, it abrogations it.
Oh, it's abrogated?
For some people, yeah.
It's not abrogated for you. It's abrogated for him.
Because they believe in a different version.
Okay. And why it's abrogated? And why Allah, he gave it and then he abrogated? What the point of this?
I don't know.
Okay. What else you know about Islam? Something you like? Additional to muta and breastfeeding for adult.
I told you already.
What? You said respect, but we showed you there's no respect in Islam. Islam says you have a half a brain as a woman. Do you accept that you have half a brain?
But that's in the hadith.
Yeah. Well, the Quran says a witness of one man is equal to 2 women. And the hadith confirm that is what make the women half a brain.
I don't really care about the hadiths.
But you are the one who just practicing muta and practicing breastfeeding for adults from the hadith.
But there's some of them only.
So you like only some hadith which is have
like
to do
Bukhari.
with
Bukhari, Sahih Muslim.
Bukhari, Sahih Muslim. Well, okay. Well, I don't know. I mean, So you like only Sahih al-Bukhari and Sahih Muslim. If the hadith written in a different book, you don't like it.
Why is your chat making fun of me?
I'm not making fun of you, but because the hadith we are talking about actually is in al-Bukhari. You just said you accept al-Bukhari. So when your prophet, he says women have half a brain, that is in al-Bukhari. And you said you accept al-Bukhari.
Where does it say it?
I will put it for you on the screen. Here we go. Give me a second.
Can you send me the link?
Yeah. I will send you al-Bukhari himself so he can practice breastfeed for adult too.
Here we go.
This is al-Bukhari. As you see, it says al-Bukhari, narrated by, etc. And this is the hadith number 304. So if you accept hadith from al-Bukhari, well, this is al-Bukhari. The Prophet of Islam, he says that women, they have deficiency in their intelligence and their religion. When they ask him, what is our deficiency? He says, isn't it the women as a witness is equal, two women equal to one man? They said, yes. He said, don't the women, they have, and they said to him, he said, this is the deficiency of your intelligence. And when they ask him, what is deficiency in our religion? He says, you have menstruation.
Well, that was in the olden times.
So today, Muslim women, they don't have menstruation no more?
No, because back then, only the guys used to go outside.
Yeah, but this is not outside or inside. He is saying that you have half a brain because, and you will go to hell because you have menstruation. So do you Muslim women these days still have menstruation or you lost it?
No, it says they can't pray.
Okay, they can't pray because they have menstruation, and he considered that a deficiency in her religion. That's why they will go to hell. Do you think this is right? What is your fault?
No, it only says they can't pray.
No, here we go. If you read in the top, it says, he said to them, O women, give alms. I have seen the majority of the dwellers of the hellfire are women. Do you see it? So
yeah, because we can't pray.
Okay,
sometimes.
But you cannot pray because you have your menstruation. But this is not your fault, isn't it? Allah is the one who made you with your menstruation.
That's a very good point.
And this is stupid, you know, because if Allah is the one who made you with the menstruation, then Allah should not punish you, sending you to hell.
No.
Yeah, so why you don't leave Islam?
No, because it's only one thing.
What one thing? He just sent you to hell, and you are saying this is only one thing? You're already now in hell, according to
maybe we don't understand it properly.
It's in front of you.
There should be explanation for this.
He just explained it. I mean, this is after the explanation. Do you see that they have the whole conversation? They ask the question. He explained.
You can ask someone else, please.
Okay, so what's wrong? I mean, can't you read it?
Because I can't answer this one.
You cannot answer this one. Okay.
It's not very nice.
It's not very nice. Is it nice?
Because you're asking me.
Oh, you are the one who's calling me, right?
Because you wanted me to.
I wanted you to. I said you want to explain to us. So now you want to play victim now?
Please ask someone else, please.
Okay, why you don't hang up? Why almost you're going to play victim now? Hang up. It's you who's calling. Hang up.
Sorry.
Okay, take care. Yeah, I mean, she is the one who called, and I feel sorry for you. You know. I mean, what kind of religion this religion is? This woman, she is a victim of this garbage of Muhammad. I don't think she is a bad person. But Islam will make you say what you are saying. As simple as that. How in the world anyone will say that women, they have deficiency in their religion because they have period? And he's saying to them, you will go to hell. Like, what the heck? What does this have to do with this? If God, he made her, design her to have menstruation, and you are the one who forbid her from praying when she have menstruation, and now you claim that she have deficiency in religion because you forbidden her from praying when she have menstruation. Poor women. I never heard of a stupidity like this, that you have deficiency in your religion because you have menstruation. What is this? If there's any Muslim would like to call and explain to us. The Bible says to examine to the spirit. Test the spirit. Bad spirit will give nothing but evil. So I advise the Muslims, the man you are following, do you have a good spirit? A man who make verses saying any woman she want to give herself to me. What does have to do with God? How that can be God teaching? God is not a pimp. God is holy. And those who they are holy, they follow the Holy One. Flies go to the flowers or to the garbage. The answer is to the garbage. Bees goes to the flower and flies goes to the garbage. Oh, we have Eliza calling. Maybe she decided to leave Islam? Let us see. Hello? Yes, Eliza, why you are calling? Because, you know, as you see, nobody. I thought you want to leave Islam. That's why I took your call. You don't want to leave Islam? You want someone to answer your question? You're my question. So you are convinced my questions are good, right? Yeah, so you're asking the Muslims, stand up and answering the question, because maybe you will leave Islam. What do you think? What I'm saying, why you want them to answer the question if this question is not, you know, hurting you, like somehow you are hurt because this question is really, hurting the faith of Islam. Don't, is going to help you to leave Islam or to stay as a Muslim? Okay, but can't you tell they will not answer it because this is why they are not calling? So obviously they knew I'm right. Otherwise, they will be calling like crazy, don't you see? Okay, I will wait just for you. All right, 5 minutes more. But Eliza, what if in 5 minutes no Muslim call? You will leave Islam? That's mean they are scared, and that's mean they cannot answer, and that's mean Islam is ugly. So if I wait for 5 minutes, just for your sake, just to help you, are you willing to leave Islam? So why I'm going to wait? Because they will not call anyway. Why you will not leave Islam? I mean, don't you see this is an ugly religion? What is that? It's not one question. We showed you many things. You did not answer. Or what you say, well, we allowed it, you know. I said to you, why are you breastfeeding? You said it's allowed. You said, okay, you said because men, they can sit with you. How breastfeeding is making men able to sit with you? They can sit with you anyway, and they can even sleep with you. So what's the point of this breastfeeding? I know, but all of this is a garbage. I mean, nothing makes sense. Does it make sense? It's not nice at all. So if I am you, I will leave Islam. What I'm saying. The chat says there's no sound. This is my mistake. Sorry. So, guys, sorry you could not hear the conversation from the beginning. So she said she is calling and she is asking the Muslims to call. And she's asking me to stay for more 5 minutes, correct, Eliza?
I'm waiting for some Muslims to call him
and
so
then,
they can
and then
answer his questions.
Yeah. And then I asked her, what about, okay, she said the question I asked, she have no answer, and she is hoping that Muslims will answer about women, they have deficiency of the brain, correct?
Yeah.
Okay. And then you are saying what I'm saying is not nice. What is that?
When you were saying something
Like
rude
what?
to me.
I'm not talking about you. I'm saying, what to you? I don't know you. You are the one who said that muta is okay and breastfeeding is okay for you, correct?
Yeah.
Okay. But what is the point of the breastfeeding? Last time you said, because this will allow the men to sit with you, correct?
Yeah.
Okay, but why men cannot sit with you without touching you anyway?
I don't know. It's just a rule in the religion.
Okay, so a man, he can, I am a Christian man, I can see a Christian woman, we can sit in a coffee shop and we can drink coffee, and I do not need to hold her hand, and she do not need to give me her breast. So why you need to give your breast to a stranger?
But it's more specific.
It's what?
It's more specific.
How it's more specific? This is what it says. Aisha, she
Because-
ordered her nieces to give her breast to anyone want to see her.
Because it's a regular occurrence.
What does that mean? I don't understand. Explain to me.
When you meet them all the time and you're always going to sit with them.
What difference is going to make if I met a person once or twice? Why she have to give me her breast?
Because you get more comfortable.
What if he asks for more? Who is the one who will get more comfortable now? You are saying to me that if you go to a coffee shop and there's like 100 men, you are going to give your breast to all of them so they can get comfortable.
I don't know.
This is what you just said. Why those men, they will not get comfortable unless you suckle them from your breast?
I don't really mind what you're asking me.
I'm not asking you to do it. You know, you are saying things I'm not saying. I'm saying why. Why? You see the word why? I'm saying why you are going to feel comfortable if they suckle you. Why you will feel comfortable? What does that mean?
Because you only do it once, that's why.
No, you have to do it 10 different times in 10 different days.
Yeah, but then it's over.
Yeah, but do you know how many men in this earth? So each time you want to go to a coffee shop or in the bus or in the train, you have to suckle everybody there?
No, it's the ones that you live with.
No, this is not, this is why Aisha, she don't live with them. Anyone want to come, she want to enter, they want to enter upon her. Anyone she will meet, they have to suckle her nieces and her sisters.
I'm pretty sure that was a boy that was related.
No, I can show you the reference. Here we go. I can find you the reference. This is not related. It's about men who they are ordered to suckle before they can.
But I don't really mind anyway.
I know you don't mind. This is what you said before. But
why don't you just move to the deficiency question?
We are moving to the deficiency question. This is both is important. But
because I care about that one.
Okay, so you care about what the different? Why this one is more serious for you from the breast adult feeding?
Because it's not very nice to me.
And the funny you are saying this is for kids when the hadith says it's a breast feeding for adult.
No, I said adults.
Adult, yeah. So they are not kids.
I know.
Okay, so what you say is not true. At the same time, you are saying to me the hadith about you have deficiency in the brain and religion is more important. Don't you think that the one who said you have deficiency in your brain because you have menstruation, he himself have deficiency to say so?
Well, that's why I want Muslim to explain it for me.
Well, Muslim will not explain it because they are ashamed of it.
But that's why I said wait for 5 minutes.
Okay, but if I wait for 5 minutes, why and nobody call me? Obviously, they don't dare to answer. Why you don't leave?
They might call you.
Why you don't leave Islam if they don't call? What do you think? I'm giving you a nice opportunity to be free from this madness.
Because it's just because I don't know the answer. So why would I leave?
No problem. No, you will. You will leave because this is madness. Why you will go to hell? This is about you going to hell. You will go to hell because you have menstruation. This is crazy. You have deficiency in the brain and in the religion. Both of them based in how Allah He made you supposedly. So deficiency in the intelligence. Who is the one who made you? Allah, right?
If nobody answers, then I'm gonna come back next time and answer.
Okay, so you are saying you will. And if we don't have an answer, do you promise me to leave Islam?
Next time when I call you with the answer.
You will call me with the answer. But what if you don't have an answer?
That's why someone else might have an answer.
So if nobody there to answer and you could not answer, are you going to leave us now?
Maybe.
Maybe. Okay, well, we pray for you. I'm not here to make fun of you. I feel sorry really for you. I believe that you deserve help. And this religion is obviously a religion of corruption. And you are just saying what you've been taught. So I feel sorry for you. But at the same time, I ask the Christian to pray for this woman, that she will be out of this cult. She is saying what she learned, and what she learned is really ugly. Thank you, Eliza, for calling.
You're welcome.
Now we'll stay just 5 minutes, just for your sake, as you requested. And I challenge all the Muslim, as you see, your sister, she might leave Islam if you don't call. So
all right, thank you so much.
You're welcome. Take care. 5 minutes. Now it is 6:17. Any Muslim? Anyone? And where are you, my Eliza? As you see, here we go. The 5 minutes became 1 hour, 2 hours, and no Muslim dare to answer. Are you going to leave Islam, Eliza? No Muslim show up for rescue. No, I wasn't speaking in tongue. I was making the spell on you. No? Okay, if you don't believe me now, go to the living room. Try to speak to your wife. She will shout at you. And guess what? She will say to you, are you happy now? You spend the night listening to this guy? This Arab guy who don't even speak good English? I cannot take it no more. I'm leaving. Just wait. My spell will work. Hello?
Hello.
Yes, Eliza, how are you?
I'm okay.
So what do you think? Your brothers, they could not answer me. What we can do?
I do have an answer.
You have the answer?
Yeah, if you go to chapter 3.
Okay. Chapter 3, where in the Quran?
Verse, yep.
Okay, what verse?
Verse 195.
195. Okay, tell me about it, what it says.
It says, male or female, you're both equal in reward.
What does that mean? What does this have to do with our topic?
You said that we had less rewards because of menstruation.
No, you don't have a reward at all. You will go to hell.
But in the Quran it says we're both equal.
You are not equal. First of all, God, he promised men a lot of women in heaven. Did God promise you a lot of men in heaven?
But he's not going to say everything.
No, he said that already. He said that Allah, he promised men, women, who nobody touched their private part, and trying to be, not to be rude, using the filthy language he used. So he said, Yatmuthahun, which means nobody made them bleed in their vagina. Correct?
I don't know.
Well, I know. This is the Quran, chapter 55, verse number 56. Chapter 55, verse number 74. Now, you mentioned to me chapter 3, not what verse?
195.
Okay, 195. This is a contradiction. Because if women and men, they are equal, then you should have the same as the men have, correct?
But we do.
No, you don't. The man will have virgins. You will not have virgins, do you?
We can ask for it.
No, you cannot. Allah, he decide.
How do
You yourself, you will be in the lap of a Muslim man. And not only that, he have 72 virgins, and he will spend 70 years with each one of them. So if we calculate the numbers, do you have a phone to calculate with me?
Okay.
Okay. So when Muhammad said, every woman, let us open the calculator. The people, they can help us in the chat. So if every woman, she will, if every time a Muslim, he will have sex with his wife, he will spend 70 years just for the orgasm. So let us do this. Calculator, let me open it.
Why are you telling me about this?
To show you that this is not what this is not what you just said. Because the man, he is spending his time with a lot of women, and you have only one man. And the Quran saying clearly that you will be jailed in the tent of your husband, which he have a lot of women, correct?
Not me.
You are a Muslim, aren't you?
Not me, the Hur al-Ain.
No, you and them, and that's the Quran. Is it clear?
No,
What do you mean no?
that was the Huris.
Well, my friend, no, it says with them there will be women who they are jailed in their tents. This verse doesn't say Huris or anything. If we read, we will see that all the wives of a Muslim man, they will be restrained, jailed inside their tents. The verse in the front of you, chapter 37, verse number 48.
Wait.
And do you know anywhere where the Quran says you will have men to sleep with? No. You will be sleeping with one man, and this man, he will have a lot of women beside you.
Let me see 1 second. They're talking about maidens, not me.
No, this is you included. Let us explain it. Here we go. We know, you know that Muhammad, he can explain the Quran better than you and me, right?
Yeah.
Okay. We go and see what Muhammad, he said. And by the way, the number of females, this will depend in how good, how bad the Muslim is. The lowest Muslim, he will have 72. The lowest. Let us see here. Here we go. Muhammad, he said, swearing by Allah, the lowest of the people of paradise in position is the one with 80,000 servants and 72 wives. He shall have a tent of pearls. Do you see it? And then different hadith says that 72 wives, 70 is the virgins, and 2 wives of his wives on earth.
But what has that got to do with deficiency in this planet?
Well, what you gave me have to do with deficiency in the planet too. Because if your prophet said the majority of people of hellfire, there will be women, that's mean you might be included.
No, because our sins, our deeds are equal.
How you are equal? Okay, if you are equal, then should not be the majority of the people of hell are women.
Because the Quran comes first, not the
What
Hadith.
comes first?
The Quran.
Okay, let us go by the Quran. So when the Quran says, according to you, the Quran comes first, not the Hadith. But isn't it the Quran says the Quran is a Hadith?
Yeah, but it's the most reliable.
Well, it's a Hadith anyway.
Yes, I'm going to look at that one first.
Okay. So according to, in Islam today, the man, he can marry 4 wives, right?
Yeah.
Okay, you said the Quran says we are equal.
Okay.
So how you are equal, but he can have 4, you can have only 1?
Because back in the day, the women weren't working that much. So they couldn't provide for their families.
This is not a reason. Muhammad himself, he used to work for Khadija. Which means Muhammad himself, he is making his income from a woman. That is not an excuse. That's mean Khadija, she can have 4 husbands. Because as you see, Muhammad, he cannot make money. He have to work for Khadija. So now Khadija, she can afford it. So she can have 4 Muhammad.
Was she rich?
She was very rich. That's why Muhammad is working for her.
How do you know she was rich?
You Muslim says that. The hadith and stories. She was the most rich woman in Quraysh. So if the woman if the man, because he have money, he can have 4 wives, well, that's mean if a woman she have money, then she can have 4 wives, 4 husbands. Where is the fair? If Islam treating you equally, then you should have 4 husbands too. Don't you like to have 4 husbands?
But they were allowed because it was a long time ago in the wars.
Isn't the Quran is for every time? You are the one who mentioned to me that Quran says you are equal. It was at that time.
No, like they couldn't provide for their families because they didn't work.
Who said so? I just gave you an example of Khadija. Can Khadija have 4 Muhammad?
Yeah, but he was prophet.
So what? A prophet should God provide to him, not his wife.
But he did make Khadija, so he did provide her.
He provided her with what? He could not even give her babies.
No, he provided Prophet Muhammad with Khadija.
So his job is to be a prophet, and she is the one who spent her money on him.
But Allah created her.
Okay, so what if Allah created her? Look, the Quran says, because men, they spend in their property on women, therefore the women, they have to be obedience, and even the man, he can beat them, correct?
No, because in a hadith it says, the best of you are those who are best to the wives.
By beating them. The best of you is the one who is good to his wife. How? You force her to obey you, you give her food. That's it. Isn't it Muhammad who ordered you in the Quran, chapter 4, verse number 34, to beat their wives if you fear their rebellion?
No, he said that those who beat the wives are not the best among you.
No, actually, he said the opposite. Those who complain about their husband beating them is not the best of you. You're getting the hadith wrong.
Wait, show me.
Okay, give me the hadith you are talking about, so be sure we are talking about the same thing. Because I want to put the hadith you are choosing in the screen, not mine.
Can I send you the link?
Send me the text, not a link. I don't open link. Go ahead.
I sent to you.
Okay. And now you will see that the hadith is not what you are saying. I did not get anything.
Do you see?
Let us see. Okay, hang up. Maybe if you hang up, it's going to come. Hang up. Let us see. I think you are sending it to the wrong person. I receive nothing. Try again. Are you posting it in Skype or in the chat? Guys, is she posting it in the chat? Because I was looking in Skype. Okay, for some reason I get nothing from you. Can you post it in the chat? I don't see anything. Post the hadith in the chat. so everybody can see it. Guys, did she post anything? You see it? Okay, let me go. Oh, Riyadh al-Salihin, hadith number 279. Okay. But you did not post the text, right? Okay, let's see. Hold on. Let me search for this book. All right. All right. Let me put it in the screen, and everybody will start laughing in a second. Let me call you back. See, the reason they are deceived because Muslims, they add things is not in the text.
Hello.
Okay, I want you to read for me. This is the Sahih version of the hadith. This is, you see in the screen, it says Sahih. Do you see it?
Okay.
Okay. Read for me.
Those who do so, that is, those who take beating to their wives, are not the best among you.
Many women have gone around Muhammad's family, complain against their husbands. They are not the best amongst you. Do you see it?
No, it says those who take beating to their wives are not the best.
This is a false translation. I'm showing you, this is your Islamic website, the same website you are asking me to read from. And this is where he is copying from. This guy, this translation you see, the hadith you gave me from Riyadh al-Salihin, it says Abu Dawood with Sahih chain, correct? So this is a guy copying Abu Dawood, the hadith you gave me. But this is Abu Dawood. This is the original one. And it's Sahih. It says many women have gone around Muhammad family, complain against their husbands. Those women, they are not the best amongst you. So they lie. It's the opposite.
Oh.
So what those women, they are doing? They are complaining. Muhammad saying that those women who they are complaining, they are not the best amongst you.
I know.
So the hadith you gave me is the opposite from what they told you, and this is a false translation, the one you are reading. It's not the men who they are beating their wives are not the best, because the Quran gave them permission to beat their wives. And you will see here Umar, read carefully.
Okay.
Umar here it says, Umar is saying that those women are doing etc. Umar himself is the one who said that a man should not be asked why he is beating his wife. لا يسأل الرجل, Umar he said, to confirm the hadith here. And this is again from the same book you are asking me to read it from, Abu Dawood. Umar reported the Messenger of Allah saying, a man will not be asked about why he beat his wife. Do you see it?
Wait, it's loading. Delays.
No problem. It's going to open. Umar reported that the Prophet is saying a man will not be asked about why he beat.
But it's not Bukhari.
Okay, but the hadith you gave me is not Bukhari too.
But it's Sahih Muslim.
The hadith I gave you is Sahih. No, the hadith you gave me is not Sahih Muslim. This is Riyadh al-Salihin.
But it says
it is you
Sahih.
who, no, it says Sahih in chain. This is not Sahih Muslim. The name of the book is Riyadh al-Salihin. Hadith number 279. This is one I post in the chat, correct?
I know, but it says Sahih, so...
Okay, and the one I'm showing you is Sahih. And this is coming from Abu Dawood. The hadith you asked me to read, the hadith you asked me to read is from Abu Dawood book. This guy is just copying. And I just showed you what Abu Dawood he said. He said exactly the meaning. And now here, when Umar he says, a man will not be asked about why he is beating his wife. This is present to us what Islam teach. A man, he can beat his wife and nobody can question. Can anyone question a man for beating his wife in Islam?
Why is your chat making fun of me? It's like 1 in the morning.
Who is making fun of you?
They're saying I'm sleepy robot voice.
Okay, guys, be easy. You know, let's finish the conversation with her. So anyway, guys, I cannot really tell you more than this. I mean, first of all, do you respect a man who beat you?
No.
Why not?
Because it's not good.
Why it's not good? I thought you trust the Quran.
No, it doesn't say that in the Quran.
It says that in the Quran, chapter 4, verse number 34.
Wait, let me check. 1 second. What number?
Chapter 4, verse number 34.
Well, it says lightly.
Huh?
It says lightly.
Nowhere in the Quran it says lightly. If the Quran is saying the word lightly, I will shave my 25-meter beard. Can you show me the word lightly in the verse?
Yeah, in Yusuf Ali.
This is a false translation. Is it between two brackets?
Yeah.
Okay, this is why it's false. This is why it's between two brackets. Nowhere it says lightly. And secondly, so if I beat you lightly, is okay for you?
But that's the last thing to do.
Doesn't matter, last thing, and I am the one who decide that. The Quran never says first and second and third. This is false. I can jail you in your room. I can force you not to have sex with me as a penalty. I have 4 wives. I will sleep with the rest of them and I will throw you like a rat in your room, jail you.
That's not very nice.
Well, this is what it says. Did anyone ever beat you? Any man did beat you before?
Maybe.
How it feel? Do you like it?
No.
Did you call the police for him?
Yeah.
Why you call the police?
Because you're not allowed to do that.
But if he's a Muslim, he's allowed. Aren't you a Muslim too?
Yeah, but it wasn't lightly.
Well, nowhere in the Quran it says lightly. Here we go. A woman, she came to Muhammad and her husband did beat her until he made her skin greener. Muhammad, he took the side of the man, and this is the hadith in front of you.
They're telling me like I'm a troll, but I can read the surahs if they want me to.
Okay, listen. This is a woman, she came to Muhammad and he did beat her. You read with me, Aisha, she said. She showed her a green spot in her skin caused by beating. Is that a light beating? If somebody caused you green spots in your skin?
No.
Okay, so why they lie to you and it says this is a light beating? Here we go. The man, he did beat his wife until he made her skin greener than her clothing. Did Muhammad say to him, shame on you? Read the story. He took his side. I can give you the link. I will send it to you in your Skype. You take your time and read it. I don't want you to be in this, false religion, Eliza. This is garbage. There's no God will teach such a thing. Jesus in the Bible, he taught us that the man, he should love his wife. The woman, she obey her husband, yes. But the man, he should sacrifice himself the same as Christ. He give himself to the church. So the Messiah, he taught the Christian man, you are the Lord of your house. The women, she obey you. But you should be as Christ was for the church. He gave himself. He sacrificed himself. He is not your slave. You cannot harm her. Here, a woman, she come to Muhammad seeking rescue, that her husband, he did beat her until her skin is greener than her clothes. Muhammad, he took the side of the man against the women. And he said to her, if you think you can go back to your previous husband, you better know that you cannot go back until he tastes your juice and you taste his juice. Do you see how filthy is that? What do you think of a prophet of God telling the women that this man, he have to sleep with you and he have to taste your orgasm and you have to taste his orgasm, and then if he divorces you, you go back to your previous husband? Is that a good...
That is to avoid divorce in the first place.
What avoid divorce? The Muslim, they still divorce anyway. Here we go. The woman, she is divorced. Muhammad, he said to them, if you divorce 3 times, she can't go back to your previous husband, right? Unless you sleep with a different guy. So now, Muhammad, he did not save the marriage. And now the poor woman, she married a new husband just to go back to her children. And now the new husband is beating her. There's a guy in the Egyptian TV, I showed you in the other day. He married 33 or 34 women. I forgot the exact number. And he is trying to fix the relationship with their husband. That's why he married them. Supposedly he is a good guy. They pay him money to sleep with the divorced wife for a day or 2 or 3, and then she can go back to her previous husband. I can search for it right now in Google. Here we go.
Yeah, but it's part of the religion.
This is the religion. The religion says you cannot go back. You cannot go back to your previous husband. Huh?
I already know about this.
Okay, but isn't it your prophet? He says that you cannot go back to your husband unless you sleep with a different guy.
Yeah.
Okay, what about Muhammad? He punished the man for divorcing three times. Why is punishing the women? It's the women now. She have to find a new guy, and she is the one who have to take off her clothes and sleep with a stranger. And as you see, this woman, she is sleeping with a guy she don't like. She don't want to sleep with. He's forcing her for sex. So, if the man should be punished because he is the one who divorced, then Muhammad should say to him, you know what? If you divorce three times, you can't ever marry her again, or I will beat you. I will beat you 100 lashes. What in the world the wisdom of forcing the women now to marry a new husband so she can go to the previous husband? What is fair about that? Here we go. I found it in the news. I found it in the news.
Okay.
I will show it to everybody.
But even in the Bible, you have to stay. The woman has to stay at home to look after her family.
What does have to do with our topic? Does the Bible says you beat your wife?
No, but I'm just telling you how it was before.
Where she will go at that time? That she will work in Amazon? Women, they have to have only one job. It's their children. If they are farmers, they work in the field too. So why you are mixing things up? We are talking about women beating. So if you are against beating, the Quran allowed beating, and then you say to me that your husband or wherever you married from, he was your husband, the one who did beat you?
No.
Who was he?
I don't want to talk about him.
You called the police for him.
Yeah.
Obviously because you're against it, right?
Yeah.
Okay. But if you are married and you are in an Islamic family, Islamic country, according to Islam, as we showed you, a man should not be asked why he is beating his wife. So if you call the police and you live, let us say, in Saudi Arabia, the police will say to you, well, a man should not be asked why he is beating his wife.
Where does it say that?
It's in front of you.
Oh, sorry, there's delays.
Omar reported that the Prophet saying, which means the one who's saying that is Muhammad, a man should not be questioned why he is beating his wife.
But it doesn't say Sahih.
Here we go. All right, my friend. Thank you very much for calling. It doesn't say Sahih. That's it. The Quran says that, and now it doesn't say Sahih. It doesn't say Sahih. What we can do? Happy for you. This is what Eliza, she just said to me. This is just sent to me now, 10:51. I think I will leave Islam and try to find Jesus. All right. We hope so. We will pray for you.